Here we go. I'm a little worked up right now because I was watching YouTube and this preview came on. Now, it's not right here. I had to cross-reference it because it was an ad. But Spike Lee, racist, puts out a movie called BlackkKlansman. 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 Yeah, Spike. All this does right here is gin up racial hatred. That's all Spike's doing. He's playing on your racial stereotypes, and he himself is racist for making this movie. Spike Lee is racist for making this movie, period. This movie is, I haven't even seen the whole movie. If it's even close to what the official trailer is, it's sickening, and I mean sickening. It's an affront to humanity, okay? And Jordan Peele's a guy who came up with the idea of let's just put a black guy on in a slave auction, and we'll call the movie Get Out. We'll market it under the idea that it's a horror film, but what it is really playing on racial stereotypes. And we'll have a black man being slave auctioned, and we'll have a whole bunch of black people that are enslaved to white people. Once again, playing on racial stereotypes. And Jordan Peele's half white. He's completely playing on stereotypes and is racist for producing this movie. Racist. This is a racist movie. Okay? Here comes the trailer. They start off with, this has never been a black cop in this city. So first of all, here's your first racism. Black people didn't get jobs. Black people were not allowed to be policemen, which may be true. May 100% be true. But instead of playing on modern day ideas, right now there are plenty of black men. Believe me, police force does not care if you die, if you're white, black, or Mexican. As long as you're doing their bidding for them, the police chiefs don't give a damn what color you are in 2018, okay? But Spike and Jordan want to bring up the old white man won't hire a black man. So now he's got to go with his afro into the white man. Now, Legendary Pictures, owned by China. So China's sticking their big face up in this movie. Legendary Pictures acquired for $3.5 billion in 2016. So China's helping stir up the race war, China. Go ahead, use Spike Lee. First thing he does, Ku Klux Klan. What is not going to spike racial hate quicker than mentioning the Ku Klux Klan? Come on, people. This is a joke. This is a horrible joke. And then when he says this here, he talks about how he hates every racial group. So he points out he's a black man, right? But he's playing a white man on the phone. Here you go. Listen to him.
I hate Jews, Mexicans, and Irish, Italians, and Chinese. But my mouth to God's ears, I really hate those black rats. And anyone else.
See, I hate everybody. He's a black man playing a white man on the phone, so he's playing the racist. He is basically telling you everybody to hate. He's telling you everybody to hate as a white man, but he's doing it in the body of a black man. So it's okay, Spike. It's okay. It's okay, Spike. So that's how you push your racial agenda, Spike. You make a white man imitate a racist black man so that everybody who's black can go, yeah, that's the way white people think right there. That's the way white people think. We know that's how white people think. See, we know. We're black and we know that's how white people think. Well, guess what? That ain't how white people think, by the way. Okay? So Spike Lee, take your film and I will never watch this film. I urge people to boycott this film. This film is going to do nothing but divide people racially between each other, okay? That's all it's going to do is just divide you. Look, we got the white hicks that they're going to go do KKK. They're going to go do that KKK work, and they're going to go hate on black people. Well, guess what? In the 1960s, there was nobody in the KKK. The Third Klan, 1946 to the present, 5,000 to 8,000 members. Look at this, 5,000 to 8,000 members. 5,000 to 8,000 members. The Klan peaked in 1925. 1925. And Spike's movie is when? Spike's Chinese-financed, Chinese-owned movie is in what year? 1960-something. Okay? late 1960s, early 70s. Doesn't matter. Okay? But the Klan spiked out. The Klan peaked out in 1924. So there was 8,000 people. So Spike thinks that we have to make a movie embodying 8,000 people's viewpoint. Well, guess what, Spike? We didn't care. White people didn't care what the Klan thought in 1964. White people don't care what the Klan thinks now, Spike. Okay? So here we go. What do you do? What do you guys do? We pretend like we're going to kill black people. That's what we do. We burn crosses and we intimidate black people and we shoot them. 8,000 people. 8,000 people in a nation of, at that time, probably 180 million people. 200 million people. There's 8,000 people and Spike Lee makes a movie about it. Yeah, boy, look at that. We got us a rebel flag. We got to have us a rebel flag, which is racist. We got to have that rebel flag, which is racist. And then he's pushing, once again, black power, black hatred towards white people. So he's got the white people for you to hate, and he's got the black people for you to fight against them, so that, guess what? You can get caught up in this race war. So you can get caught up in the race war. So you can identify with these black people railing against white people, and then you can identify it in the modern day as being modern. Watch this. And then he even, at the end, he goes, America first. He actually takes Donald Trump out here. Listen.
America first. America first.
America first. So now Spike is taking a modern day paradigm of Donald Trump saying America first, and he's making it sound racist. What is racist about America first? What is racist about it? Spike Lee is ginning up racial hatred. Spike Lee is racist. To say that America first is a racist agenda is wrong. It is 100% wrong. America first has nothing to do with race. America does not care what race you are. Okay? That doesn't mean that there aren't disparities in classes in this country. Okay? I've made many videos about how you are being held down into a wage slave working class. We're all wage slaves. You want to talk about slavery? We're all wage slaves right now. Spike Lee. Oh, I'm sorry. Spike Lee ain't a wage slave. Spike Lee's not a wage slave. Spike Lee's worth millions of dollars. He's getting Chinese money. He's getting Chinese money to push a race war onto you. To push a race war onto you. And guess what, people? There are no races. There are no races. There are no races. There's no such thing as a race. It's been scientifically proven. Here is an article from Harvard. This is a Harvard article. There is no evidence that the groups we commonly call races have distinct, unifying genetic identities. In fact, there is ample variation within races. There are no races, people. Nobody is black. Nobody is white. But what do we have here? We have Spike Lee making money. Jungle Fever. Ooh, Jungle Fever. Ooh, BlackkKlansman. Spike Lee making money off of every one of your stereotypes, off of every one of your ideas in your mind that you have about what a white piece of garbage does, what a white Klansman looks like, what a white police chief acts like, what a black man acts like when he's in this situation, so he can just gin up the hatred, the absolute hatred that you can have for white people, and the absolute hatred you can have for your situation as being a quote-unquote race, when guess what? There is no race. There are no races. It's been scientifically proven. And yet, what's Spike doing? Spike is taking Chinese money, and Jordan's taking Chinese money, and they are perpetrating a stereotype so that you can buy into it. You can give Spike Lee more money. He's already a multi-millionaire. Jordan Peele's already a multi-millionaire. You can give more money, and they can gin up hatred via the Chinese-owned Legendary Pictures. So I'm boycotting this film. I would suggest everybody boycott this film, and I might boycott every Spike Lee film after this. I don't know. But this one right here, there is not a chance in hell I'm going to see this film.